increase in excess deaths at the height of the pandemic compared with the rest of the UK. The study, which was led by the University of Stirling, also shows that care home residents have accounted for 40% of all coronavirus deaths in the UK. Professor David Bell led the research, and he says that more information needs to be collected to avoid the impact of a potential second wave on the care sector.
There are, for example, many more care homes than there are hospitals, and there's a lot that goes on around care at home that we don't really know about. But I think the past few months have been a wake-up call that really some more effort has to be put into this area, because without the data and the evidence, we can't know whether the policies that we're putting in place are working.
The UN Refugee Agency says hundreds of migrants who've been rescued in the Mediterranean must be granted a place of safety.
They are still at sea, having been rescued by 3 boats, including one which has been paid for by the graffiti artist Banksy. This report from Simon Jones.
Brought to shore and to safety. 49 migrants who had initially been rescued by a ship belonging to Banksy, the Louise Michel. They were taken to Lampedusa by the Italian Coast Guard. These are the lucky ones. The fate of hundreds more people still on the water remains unclear. The Louise Michel had picked up more than 200 people at sea. It became dangerously overcrowded and stranded off the coast of Malta. Some of the migrants had to stay on life rafts floating alongside the boat. The crew said nobody in the international community was willing to help.
Everyone that has been rescued is deeply traumatized. We'll keep trying to contact the European authorities to be assigned a port of safety.
One ship did come to help, another rescue vessel, the Sea-Watch 4. It was already carrying around 200 migrants. After taking on board those from the Louise Michel, the Sea-Watch crew tweeted, "We now have around 350 people on board who need to disembark in a safe port as soon as possible." The Louise Michel added, "It's not over. We demand a place of safety for all survivors now." The Louise Michel had only recently gone into service as a rescue ship complete with its own Banksy artwork. The artist has accused the EU authorities of ignoring distress calls from non-Europeans. The UN Refugee Agency says a solution must be found, and saving lives is a humanitarian imperative. Simon Jones, BBC News.
President Trump will visit Kenosha in Wisconsin on Tuesday, the city that's been at the centre of protests since a black man was shot in the back by a police officer last weekend. The White House said Mr. Trump would meet police and survey damage from recent riots. The shooting left Jacob Blake paralysed down from the waist.
If you're waking up with a slightly thick head this morning, don't worry, you are about to see a flying car. You won't be pinching yourself. Have a look at this. It's a test flight for a car which has been developed by a company in Japan. It's not that amazing. They had a flying car in Harry Potter, didn't they? It's 4 metres long, this. It stayed in the air for about 4 minutes. Is it a flying car or just a big drone? I don't know. There's a way to go if you want to take it to the shops. The designers are pretty ambitious about when it could be in service. They reckon it'll be ready by 2023. When does it stop being a car and become a drone or a helicopter?
Yeah, and where are the wheels if it's a car? I want to see it in car mode.